dear students, welcome to my channel ViewMath. Today in section and midpoint formula, we are going to see midpoint formula. Let P x comma y be the midpoint of the line joining the points A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2. Now you can see a line here. So this is a point A x1 comma y1 and this is a point B x2 comma y2, and P is a midpoint they have given. This is a midpoint. P is a midpoint x comma y. So we have to find out the midpoint formula. So midpoint formula is derived from the section formula. Now since P is a midpoint, now I can say it is dividing the line AB in the ratio 1:1. So here M1 is to M2 is equal to 1:1. So we know the section formula. X is equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. Now this is equal to, now here M1 is 1 into x2 as it is I am writing, plus M2 is 1 into x1 divided by M1 plus M2, that is 1 plus 1. So this is equal to x1 plus x2. I am just changing and writing this, x1 plus x2 by 1 plus 1 is 2. So for finding out the midpoint x, the formula is x1 plus x2 by 2. Similarly, using the section formula for y, I am going to find out the midpoint y. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. This is the section formula. So I am going to substitute in the section formula. M1 is 1 into y2 plus M2 is 1 into y1 by M1 plus M2, that is 1 plus 1. So this I can write it as y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is the midpoint formula for y. Therefore midpoint, so midpoint formula we are deriving it from the section formula. So the midpoint P x comma y is equal to x, that is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y is y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is a midpoint formula. Using the midpoint formula, let us do a problem. Here in this problem, first problem, find the midpoint of the line segment joining the point -6, 7 and 3, 5 they have given. So using the midpoint formula, we are going to find out the solution. So here the 2 points are, now if I take a line, this is a point -6, 7 and this is a point 3, 5. They are asking us to find out the midpoint P, which is x, y. They are asking us to find out. So in this problem, this is my x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So now I am going to use the midpoint formula to find out the midpoint. Midpoint P, that is x, y. The formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So I am going to substitute. In this formula the values I am going to substitute. Now this is equal to x1 is -6 plus x2 is 3 divided by 2, y1 is 7 plus y2 is 5 divided by 2. So let me simplify this. This is equal to -6 plus 3 is -3 by 2, 7 plus 5 12 by 2. So if I simplify, I'm getting minus 3 by 2, 6 by 2, 12 by 2, 1 times and 2, 6 times. So I'm getting 6. So this is my midpoint of the line joining the 2 points, given 2 points. So midpoint P x comma y, I have found out it is minus 3 by 2 6. So one more problem, let me do it. So the 2 points are 5 minus 3 and minus 1 7. So similarly, I'm going to use this formula to find out the midpoint of these 2 points. This is my x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So let me substitute midpoint P, which is x y, is equal to, first let me write the formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus y2 by 2. Now let me substitute in this formula. X1 is 5, x2 is minus 1 divided by 2, y1 is minus 3, y2 is 7 by 2. Now let me simplify this. This is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4 by 2, minus 3 plus 7 is 4 by 2. So if I simplify this, 2 1 times and 2 2 times, 2 1 times and 2 2 times, therefore the midpoint is 2 2. So we have found out the midpoint P x y is 2 2, we have found out. Next problem, points A and B have coordinates 3, 5 and x, y respectively. The midpoint of AB is 2, 3. Find the value of x and y. They have asked us to find out. Now there is a line AB. This is a point A. The coordinate of A is 3, 5 they have given. And the point, this is a point B. And the coordinate of the point B is x, y they have given. And the midpoint of AB is 2, 3 also they have given. So this is a point, midpoint P, and the coordinate of the midpoint is 2, 3 they have given. They are asking us to find out the value of x, y. There is a point x and y they are asking us to find out. So this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So I'm going to use the midpoint formula to find out x and y. Midpoint formula, let me write the midpoint formula. Midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So let me substitute midpoint. They have given it is 2, 3. So I'm going to substitute it here, 2, 3. This is equal to x1. x1 is 3. So 3 plus x2 is x by 2, y1 is 5 plus y2 is y by 2. So this is my x coordinate and y coordinate. I'm going to equate the x coordinate to x coordinate and the y coordinate to y coordinate to find out x and y. So let me equate it. Now 2 is equal to 3 plus x by 2. So x coordinate I have equated. Now I'm bringing this 2 to the other side. It becomes 4. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 is equal to 3 plus x. So now this 3 I'm bringing to the other side. So 4 minus 3 is equal to x. So 4 minus 3 is 1. So x is equal to 1. Therefore x is equal to 1. Next I'm going to equate the y coordinate to y coordinate. So here 3 is equal to 5 plus y by 2. Now 2 I'm bringing to the other side. 3 into 2 is equal to 5 plus y. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 is equal to 5 plus y. Now 5 if I bring to the left hand side, it becomes negative 5 is equal to y. So 6 minus 5 is 1 and y is equal to 1. Therefore y is equal to 1. So we have found out the x value and y value. Therefore x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So this is only they're asking us to find out. We have found out. Now let's see the next problem. A 5, 3, B minus 1, 1 and C 7, minus 3 are the vertices of the triangle ABC. So suppose if you have a triangle, so they have given it is the vertices of the triangle. This is the triangle. Now A coordinate is 5, 3 they have given, and the B coordinate is minus 1, 1 they have given, and the C is 7, minus 3. These are the vertices of the triangle. If L is the midpoint of AB, now this is the AB, now here L is the midpoint they have given. So L is the midpoint of AB and M is the midpoint of AC. Now if I take the midpoint here, now this is M is the midpoint of AC they have given. Show that LM is equal to half of BC. So they are asking us to find out LM is half of BC. They are asking us to show. Now here they have given L is the midpoint of AB. So I am going to use the midpoint formula to find out the coordinate of L. Again M is the midpoint of AC they have given. I am going to use the midpoint formula to find out the coordinate of M. After that we shall show LM is equal to half of BC. Now first let me write the midpoint formula. Midpoint is equal to, the formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now first I am going to find out the coordinate of L. Here A is 5, 3 and B is minus 1, 1. So here this is my x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now I am going to find out the coordinate of L. The coordinate of L is equal to, I am going to substitute the midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2. So it is 5 minus x2. x2 is minus 1 by 2, y1 is 3 plus y2 is 1 by 2. So this is equal to 5 minus 1 is 4 by 2 and this is again 4 by 2. So if I cancel I get 2, 2. This is the coordinate of L. Next I am going to find out the coordinate of M using the midpoint formula. Here A is 5, 3 and C is 7, minus 3. So here this is my x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now I am going to find out the coordinate of M. Again using the midpoint formula. The coordinate of M is x1 plus x2. So it is 5 plus 7 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2, that is 3 minus 3 by 2. So this is equal to 12 by 2, 3 minus 3 is 0. So it is equal, 0 by 2 is again 0. So this is 6, 0. So we have found the coordinate of M. So L coordinate is 2, 2 and the Y coordinate is 6, 0. So now I am going to find out LM. So LM is equal to half of BC I have to show. So first I'm going to find out LM. L coordinate is, just now we found out it is 2, 2, and the M coordinate is 6, 0. So let me use the distance formula to find out the length of LM. Length of LM is equal to square root of, first let me write the formula, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So I'm going to substitute in this formula. Here this is my x1 comma y1 and this is my x2 comma y2. So for each and every finding, x1 and y1, x2, y2 is changing. So we should not get confused with the previous x1 and y1 square. Now let me substitute in the formula. Here x2 is 6 minus x1 is 2 the whole square plus y2 is 0 minus y1 is 2 the whole square. Let me simplify this. Now this is equal to square root of 6 minus 2 is 4 the whole square plus minus 2 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 4 the whole square is 16 plus minus 2 the whole square is 4. So this is equal to square root of 20. So this I can write it as 20, I can write it as 4 into 5. So square root of 4 is 2. So this is equal to 2 root 5. So length of LM is 2 root 5. Next I'm going to find out the length of BC. Now let me write the coordinate of B and C first. B is minus 1, 1 and the coordinate of C is 7, minus 3. So here this is my x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So now let me find out, substitute in the distance formula. Length of BC is equal to, first let me write the formula, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now I am going to substitute the values in this formula to find out the length of BC. x2 is 7 minus x1 is minus 1. Already I have a negative sign, so it becomes plus 1 the whole square plus y2 is minus 3 minus y1 is 1 the whole square. Let me simplify this. This is equal to square root of 7 plus 1 is 8 the whole square plus minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 8 the whole square is 64 plus minus 4 the whole square is 16. So if I add, I am getting square root of 80. Now 80 I can write it as square root of 16 into 5. Now square root of 16 is 4. 4 into square root of 5. So this is the length of BC. So we have found out the length of LM and BC. Now they're asking us to show what? LM is equal to half of BC. They're asking us to show LM. Just now we found out it is 2 root 5. I'm substituting it. Half of BC, just now we found out it is 4 root 5. So this is equal to 2 1 times and 2 2 times. So this is equal to 2 root 5. So 2 root 5 is equal to 2 root 5. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, LM is equal to half of B, C, hence proved. Next problem, given M is the midpoint of AB, find the coordinate of A if M is equal to 1, 7 and B is equal to minus 5, 10. So what they have given is, there is a line AB, this is A and this is B. We know that A is x1, y1 and B is x2, y2, and the point, this is a midpoint, M is a midpoint they have given, M is x, y. So in this problem, given M is a midpoint of AB, find the coordinate of A. So A coordinate they're asking us to find out if M is 1, 7. So M coordinate they have given, M is 1, 7 they have given, and the B coordinate is minus 5, 10 they have given. They're asking us to find out the A coordinate. So I'm going to use the midpoint formula to find out the A coordinate. It's a very simple problem. Just if you know the midpoint formula, this is enough to find out x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So what all the values I know, I'm going to substitute in this to find out the remaining one. Midpoint I know they have given in the question, it is 1, 7. This is equal to x1 I have to find out, which is the coordinate of A. X1 plus x2 is minus 5 divided by 2, y1 is, we have to find out, so I'm writing it as it is, and y2 is 10, substituted 10 divided by 2. In this I'm going to equate the x coordinate to x and the y coordinate to y to find out the x1 and y1. So if I equate, I get 1 is equal to x1 minus 5 by 2. So 2 I'm going to bring it to the other side. So 2 is equal to x1 minus 5. If I bring the minus 5 to the other side, it becomes 2 plus 5 is equal to x1. Therefore, x1 is equal to 7. Now, I'm going to equate the y coordinate. 7 is equal to y1 plus 10 by 2. 2 I'm bringing to the other side, it becomes 7 into 2 is equal to y1 plus 10. 7 into 2 is 14, and minus 10 I'm bringing to the other side, it becomes minus 10. So this is equal to 4 is y1. Therefore y1 is equal to 4. So we have found out the A coordinate. Therefore the coordinate of A is equal to 7, 4. So we have found out. Given M is the midpoint of AB, find the coordinate of B if A is 3, minus 1, M is minus 1, 3 they have given. So here there is a line, AB is a line. So this point is A, which is x1, y1 we know, and B point is x2, y2 we know, and here M is the midpoint they have given, M is x, y. So let me substitute what are the coordinates they have given. A coordinate they have given, A is 3, minus 1 they have given. The midpoint M is minus 1, 3 they have given, and the coordinate B coordinate they're asking us to find out. So I'm going to use the midpoint formula to find out the B coordinate. Midpoint is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now let me substitute the midpoint formula. Minus 1, 3 is a midpoint M, and x1 is 3, x2 I have to find out, so I'm getting it as it is, divided by 2, y1 is minus 1, and y2 I have to find out, so I'm writing it as it is, divided by 2. So now I'm going to equate the x coordinate to x and the y coordinate to y to find out x2 and y2. So let me equate it. Minus 1 is equal to 3 plus x2 by 2 Let me bring the 2 to the other side. It becomes, if I bring 2 to the other side, it becomes minus 2 is equal to 3 plus x2. 3 if I bring to the other side, it becomes minus 2 minus 3 is equal to x2. Therefore x2 is equal to minus 5. Next I'm going to find out the y coordinate. Equating the y coordinate, I'm going to find out y2. So 3 is equal to minus 1 plus y2 by 2. 2 into 3 is 6 is equal to minus 1 plus y2, minus 1 to the other side. 6 plus 1 is equal to y2. Therefore y2 is equal to 7. So we have found out x2 and y2. Therefore the coordinate of B is, therefore the coordinate of B is equal to minus 5, 7.